Our cybersecurity expert to talk a bit about this. David, let's start with just what a phishing scam is. It is as simple as some guy setting up an account, sending an email to Grant MacEwan saying, hey, I'm from such and such construction company and we've changed our bank accounts to this, so send the money there?
It's like identity fraud online where you're basically pretending to be somebody you aren't. In this case, the vendor of Grant MacEwan University.
Okay, so they sent the email. Now, it
was more than just that.
Was there? Okay,
yeah.
Tell us what else
So there was email exchanges going back and forth that then led them to a website that was perfectly constructed to look like the vendor's website.
So there's a lot of work that went into this.
Oh yeah, but think of the payroll you can have when you have a score like that.
Yeah, no kidding. But I mean, scores like that, like we often hear about this, individuals being targeted or small businesses being targeted, even big businesses. We don't hear about $11, $12 million.
No, we don't. In fact, most companies actually don't report it. It's just because Grant MacEwan happens to be a public institution.
They don't report it because it's embarrassing? Is that the deal? It would be, right?
It would be very embarrassing. But like Google and Facebook themselves have been scammed in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Big internet companies. I mean, when we're talking about human error, that's what it comes down to. You can have all the cybersecurity in the world, but if somebody clicks on it, it's over.
Absolutely. 100% it's human error.
So you need to instruct your staff.
Yeah. You have policies and procedures that have to be in place, and in this case it was 3 low-level staff that were able to change routing information for payments, and update electronic banking information. I don't think you should have been able to do that.
Right, yeah, I mean, you would think there would be some sort of checks, like make a phone call to the company.
Make a phone call.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that how easy it is? I mean, are these are the kind of things that there's just some safeguards, some double checks?
Yeah. If it sounds suspicious or you're not quite sure, you're hesitant, there's a good reason for that. Don't act on it right now. And what happens in these cases is there's scare tactics. They're trying to pressure you to make a decision on the spot so you don't have time to think about it.
Does this happen a lot?
Yes, absolutely.
Could it happen to me and you today kind of thing?
Oh yeah, they're personally targeting people as well. I mean, you get those emails that make them fake, like they're from eBay, PayPal, your bank, TD, Scotia. Yeah, absolutely. Usually we can spot the fake because we get too many of them. But they're getting better. Do we have the same, thought in mind here? Just double check it? Absolutely. It's the same thing. Yeah, the stakes are higher, though. well, that's the thing. I mean, we don't hear about this kind of money. Is there any chance Grant MacEwan will get this money back? Yes, actually, they acted so quick on the matter, and they should be praised for that, and they're owning up to it, that they were able to seize the majority of the accounts, because they could see where the payments went in Hong Kong and in Montreal. And I believe they've already accounted for 11.4 of the 11.8 million. I think, You got it. And they've already received 6.3 million from the Montreal account. Okay, so once they seize that money is theirs, if they can prove that... Well, they have to lock it, and then they have to prove it and go through court, lawyers and law enforcement. Now, the funny thing is Grant MacEwan sent out a big, long email to all of their personnel saying, we've enhanced our security, we've done all this, we've done all that, we've done all this. If you don't pass that down to the people that are in charge of this, it doesn't matter what you have, It's your front line that's always going to be the most susceptible to these things. Okay, so if we're sitting at home, we get one of these emails, I guess the first thing, pick up the phone. Is it that simple? It literally is. Or ask a friend, get somebody to double check. In this case, it should have been somebody of higher authority. And, I mean, the odds that you would get an email saying, hey, I've changed my bank account, so now send all the money here. Yeah. That should just raise red flags right away. $11 million worth. Now, here's the question. That's one way, but I've also heard they break into your system and they lock up your system unless you pay them. Is that the same sort of ransomware? And that's what I actually thought it was. Right, that makes more sense. Yes, but that's not the case. This is way easier. This actually had no technology involved, really, other than faking some websites and some emails, which is pretty easy to do. Scary situation. Yeah. Yeah, unreal. Okay. Thanks very much, David. Yeah, so that's what you got to do. Pick up the phone, make a call, because it's that simple.